I'm Bob from Alva, Florida, which is just outside of Fort Myers, and this is our 21 Nucamp Tab 320 Boondock Edition. This is our first full weekend out here at the Bushwhacker Boil. Week out, I should say. We've had it out for a weekend before, and then Diane, my partner, is a nurse, and she spent 8 weeks inside of her at a summer camp for teens. So we're still getting used to everything.
So she used it as a home on the road, but now this is your first week-long vacation trip.
Well, exactly, and on the road she didn't have to cook, she didn't have to do much of anything because the camp provided all that, you know, including showers and that sort of stuff.
Nice, so you're still shaking it down.
Still on the shakedown cruise. Exterior-wise, the only modifications I've made were to add 2 of these toolboxes. They were either Amazon, but I found them less expensively on eBay because the Boondock came with this shelf system as well as the box for the battery and the propane tank. But that didn't leave any room for the waste hoses. And I didn't really want to have them inside the camper or inside my car, so bolt on 2 of these, and now I've got outside storage. That's one of the things that I noticed that the big campers, the Class A's and all I have, is separate outside storage for things like that. And of course,
it. Not only do they have more inside storage, they have more outside storage. And when we have tinier campers, we could tow with tinier vehicles. We don't need a 3500.
Right.
So yeah, so outdoor storage is always the best mod and the most like a premium bang for your buck.
And at $79 each, well worth every penny.
Can't beat that. You won't find that price on Amazon, but that's a
well, they're only $89 on Amazon, and I'm sure it was the same. Well, I'm sure they came from the same factory in China.
I'll get a link because, yeah, I see those mounted on trucks. It's just a
exactly.
Great
I just turned them sideways because they are supposed to be an undermount on trucks. But the vertical ones, or the ones specifically for campers, were much more.
Very cool.
The biggest exterior mod I made was actually to the tow vehicle because I didn't have a tow package. I did have the receiver, but I had to run power and put on a new 7-pin. I had a 4-pin for the trailer. But I put in a relay box, and I have 2 outlets here to run the refrigerators. So when the car is on, the trailer charges. When the car is off, the refrigerators are safely on the trailer battery, not draining my car battery.
So you ran an ignition for that relay?
Actually, I'm just using the auxiliary that was already back here feeding the...
And that must have already
feeding
turned
the
off.
12-volt socket, convenience socket here in the back.
Really nice.
So that was great. A hint, you know, the power stabilizers are expensive. A hint, everyone wants power stabilizers. This vehicle has got 4, and so it's a big pain to crank them all. But you always got a Ryobi or a Milwaukee or whatever power battery drill kit. Buy the ratchet. And you've got them for, you know, 70 bucks as opposed to $175 per stabilizer.
And one of the most compassionate things we can do is use standard powered ratchets and drills instead of impact guns.
Yeah.
Because it gets the job done and you hear that impact gun from 400 yards away.
Exactly. Exactly, and do that. So coming around to the interior here, the door, you know, convenience of having trash right there and the like. But 2 bench seats that come together, and the bed it makes is almost a full-size, a queen-size bed, just shy by about a couple inches. We added a roll-up, well, a 3-inch mattress topper. because while these are okay, this is a whole lot nicer. We used a lot of plastic hooks around to hang things, and this on the door is just very, very convenient for all your little stuff that keeps it readily available. And we have a full wet bath. Very convenient.
Hey, so the trailer has a black tank and a gray tank?
Black tank and a gray tank.
This tab from Nucamp was a really popular trailer. They sold a lot of them.
Yes.
And I think part of what I've seen, I mean, you have enough stand-up room.
Yes.
On this side, I see, you know, you're just crouching a little bit.
Right.
But it's got the bed on wheels, the bathroom, the toilet, and you can pull it with a mid-sized vehicle.
Exactly. That's only a 6 I've got in that Jeep Cherokee.
Nice.
So
Do you
it
know
does.
the weight on this trailer?
It is 1,700, give or take, dry.
Dry. So even if it's stacked up really good, maybe let's say you're
23,
23,
you're still.
so you don't need a full-size truck, you know.
You don't, exactly.
Good SUV pulls that.
And that's, you know, not the large SUV at that, and that's only the 6.
Nice.
8 would have no trouble whatsoever.
Electric brakes.
Electric brakes. We'll edit that back in. I forgot to show you that. That trick. 12 volt converter to charge the battery and run things. 175 watt solar on the roof. All that is under here, along with a Aldi glycol boiler system for hot water and heat. That'll run on propane or AC. Jensen stereo and TV.
Do you have, I worked on one of these units once. Do you have just the domestic hot water, or does this have the in-floor heat?
Just a domestic hot water in
Okay,
this one.
I think there's a model that
has
actually
it.
has the glycol that runs through
through
the
the
floor
floor.
as well.
Yes. If you're going cold camping, that's fine. I'm from Florida. This is as cold as I want to get.
How's the AC?
AC works well. It is actually here under the bench right here, the shelf. This is all storage under this bench. And, you know, storage up front. Not a lot.
What kind of air conditioner is it that it's located under there? Is it like a window unit?
No, it is factory, and it's strictly for, it's like 4,500 BTU. Of course, this
Okay.
is a small, and it is a factory fit, all ducted in. You know, ducts here, ducts there, the like. AC outlets and 12 volt outlets. There's one in that cabinet. There's one in each of these corners and another AC down there. So you've got power every place, and plus both USB and cigarette lighter connections for things like your phones.
Yeah, the thing that I've always seen with the Nucamps, the fit and finish is really nice.
Yes.
It's clean, it's modern. Things like the blinds
Yes.
that they use on these windows are really outstanding.
Well, not only that, they split. Oops. That clip just doesn't want to stay on, so that you can have wide open, you can have pull-up privacy, or pull-down screen. They made no real inside mods, just add you know, hooks and that sort of thing.
It was
inside.
perfect how it came, and these little things that so many of us have to do came factory from Nucamp.
Yes.
Like the shades and the screens and on
Oh,
all
yes.
the doors.
This is the cute one.
Typical tag and tab window, that circular window with that little spiralic shade that's
in.
inside the glass,
Yes,
right?
it's really a neat thing.
Yeah.
And go from there. Now the rating, I have never tried it yet. From solar with the single battery, is supposed to run the built-in fridge, the water pump, your lights, the fan for a night's stay, right? So charge it all day, run stuff in the day a little bit, and then all night you should have enough power to power that. Oh, and I forgot the TV and the stereo too.
And it's simple enough to keep all that infrastructure in place and just get a bigger battery if you need 2 nights, 3 nights, or so on and so
Well,
forth.
but yeah, and it will, you know, will recharge during the day unless you've got no rig. Again, I didn't have the trailer tow package. So I needed a brake controller. Now this is from Kurt. It goes in line in your 7-pin, and it connects to your phone for all the settings, sensitivity, emergency stop, all that other things are right on your phone. So now you don't have to run all that infrastructure in your car. Just plug it in and let technology do it.
Yeah, it sends a Bluetooth signal.
Yes,
and
to the phone.
what Kurt is getting better in the later iterations is you see these straps.
Yes.
We used to find these. They would fall all over the road. And I see that you're also doubling it up.
Yep, doubling it up just so if it falls out, because it is kind of precarious, this extra weight.
They fall out, but when you put them back in, they have a memory. They go back to the
oh yeah, they
settings
go right back in. And like I said, just a leash to keep it from falling on the road.
So a couple words about these Boondocks. This is an Asdale composite surface, right?
Yes.
So this is a trailer that has very little exterior wood.
Correct.
There's some wood like when we get to the Galley.
Yes.
But they are constructing a trailer here that is designed to not rot, not get the same water infiltration.
You do have to recaulk them every couple of years, but that's not a bad thing. And this one is, again, a 21, and a couple things are showing its age. We had a hose that got brittle on us and flooded us here. No big deal to take care of, but just unexpected, you know.
Typical RV stuff.
Typical RV stuff. Again, these are pass-through cabinets to the interior, so you can put your snacks up where you can grab them in the middle of the night.
Oh,
or
I love that.
If it's weather, right, you can still cook in the rain, but eat inside where it's dry. No problem. 2-burner gas stove, microwave, refrigerator, and for her, that's about all there is. There's a table on an arm that fits both here and inside between the 2 benches that we don't have set up today. But that's a neat feature. They come factory with these rails, and we do have an awning for this side, but there's even tent room accessories.
I've
Large.
seen that they have the Keter rail that goes in, and then you end up with like an arched eyebrow.
You end up with an arch which matches this, profile.
Have you used that?
Yes, we do.
Does it do okay in the wind?
We haven't had any problem with it when we had it out in the, we haven't had it out in a hurricane yet. But we had no problem with it. Just in this particular locale, with the other stuff we needed, we didn't have the need for it. I work online afternoons and evenings, so I have the Starlink and my laptop ready to go. I put it in the screen pop-up because at night, the laptop, of course, attracts everything.
So the new technology with cell phone boosters, the Starlink satellite internet, a lot of times when I have to bring this gear out with me as well.
Sure.
And a lot of times people come by and they say, aren't you supposed to be camping? Like, what do you got all these gizmos? But you and I, we can go camping because
we can work.
Yes. So we actually, why sit in your home office? Look at the home office we're working with.
Well, exactly. I mean, I'm so tempted to video this in 4K and buy a 10-foot screen and put it up as wallpaper, right?
Exactly. Or you could turn around on a Zoom call and they think that it's elaborate digital background.
Exactly. No, it's real. I actually did yoga yesterday, and everybody at the yoga class on the Zoom was just very jealous because they're cramped in their living room, and I'm saying, no, I'm out here on the river.
So by being able to do 6-8 hours a day, we can turn what would have been a weekend trip into a 5-6 day camping trip.
Yes, exactly.
So bring the technology on.
Bring the technology.
I'm not embarrassed.
Sure, we were here. We came early because over the weekend, even though the event didn't start until Wednesday, so that I didn't have to take any time off.
Right. The other thing we find is sometimes you've had such a good time on Sunday when you would be packing, you say, can we just stay one more day? I can work from here.
Yeah, exactly, and then maybe go back later.
So we're not sponsored by Starlink, are we?
No, we're not sponsored by Starlink. However, as a engineer, I am most impressed with their technology. Now, Diane is a foodie. So we have...
And an avid reader.
And an avid reader. There you go. So we have 2 refrigerators, freezers for the car. We have, of course, the one inside, which is smaller capacity than each of these.
So these are the BougeRV 23s. These are the bread and butter of a Bushwhacker owner.
Yes.
Have you liked them?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. And we use them a lot for just day trips in the car because they're convenient. You plug them in, you don't have to put any ice. You can put all your drinks and water and lunch in it.
And it might seem excessive, but they're small, they're easy to carry. So
Yes.
having 2, you can do the 1 freezer, 1 fridge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We looked at the combo model, but it weighs twice what this does, and I really don't want to lift it out of the car.
Yeah, and they're small. The freezers are real small. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. So no, we just didn't do that. And of course, we have the coffee maker and the convection air fryer because Diane won't leave the house without it.
So electric sites only for some of this gear.
Electric sites only for a long camp.
Very cool. So, you know, this weekend I've been wandering around. I've looked at 30, 40 different campers. You're the only one with a tab here. There's no tags here for this event.
Right.
So you're the representative for the Nucamp folks. Would you do it again?
Oh, yes.
Would you get the same style camper if this one had to be replaced tomorrow?
We would definitely get the same style camper. It is unfortunate to me that they stopped making the 320 CS. They still make the 320, but the kitchen's on the inside. You get a little more storage and a little more elbow room in the interior because the benches are a good 6 inches
I can
wider.
relate with you there, though. I'm an outdoor cooking purist. I don't want to cook in the camper. So.
Especially a small one, you know, because then all your clothes are going to have, you know, I mean, and that sort of thing. They do make a 360 in the CS, which is probably 4 feet longer. So this is only 16 feet, so it's probably only 20. It does weigh a little more. It has 2 twin beds, so it's much larger on the inside, and the CS outdoor kitchen. So if we had to replace this, I think that would have to be our next step unless we could find another
one with that outdoor
used.
kitchen.
But the Nucamps keep their value. This is a 21. When we were looking, we found a 16 that was the same price, an 18 that was $1,000 less. So, you know, it's an investment.
When you build a trailer right, oh, look at that. That
Yeah,
one's got a little time on it.
Yep, that one's got a little time on it.
Yeah, when you build a trailer right, they definitely do hold their value. And this one looks like it's had a lot of fun adventures, and there's a lot more to go. Thank you so much for taking the time. We really appreciate you taking the time to give us a tour of this, and I'm sure a lot of the Bushwhacker owners had the opportunity to come over and take a peek and see what they like.
We've been giving tours on a regular basis.
All right, so thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Okay.